Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Elizabeth Shaw and this channel is all about the narcissistic personality disorder to give you more understanding of the people you might have or might be dealing with in your life, how to handle those people if you cannot go no contact, and most importantly how to recover from narcissistic abuse. If you do find the information on the channel helpful, please hit the subscribe button, and if you do want to know when videos are released, if you do want notifications, hit the notification bell. Videos are released on a Monday, Wednesday and a Friday typically, so if you just want to tune in as and when you're ready, do that. This video is about the Grandiose Narcissist, the Overt Narcissist. The narcissistic personality disorder is on a spectrum. Those who have the disorder will have at least 5 of the 9 characteristics. How they act is almost like they all read from the same book. However, they are individuals and their personalities differ from narcissist to narcissist in the way in which they portray themselves to be, the way in which they manipulate those around them. Someone can have 1 or 2 traits and simply be an annoying idiot. Being confident, for example, that doesn't make someone a narcissist. We ourselves can often wonder at times if we are the narcissist once we start learning about the disorder, as most people can act in one way or another like one at one time or another within their lives. The difference is we can reflect on our behaviour. We don't do it to exploit others. We have empathy for others. We can learn from our mistakes. Someone who has the disorder will always look to blame those around them and never look to themselves. People who have the narcissist personality disorder are extremely self-centered. They are arrogant. They exploit those around them. They lack the empathy to care for those they hurt. They are often very jealous of others' achievements. They believe they are special and feel entitled to receive special attention. They are often preoccupied with power and success. Those who have the disorder are very reluctant to change as they go around causing endless problems and heartache for those who love and care for them. Yet the narcissist will blame it on the very people the narcissist's actions are hurting for why they themselves are not living the life that they believe they are entitled to. First, you do need to identify what you're dealing with and then move on with your life. If someone is abusive, if they lack empathy, if they exploit you, if they disrespect you, if they keep cheating on you, lying to you, letting you down, whatever they are, find a safe way to get out and start taking those steps to stay out. It does take an average of 7 attempts to leave this kind of relationship, but people have done it before you and you can do it too. The grandiose narcissist is one most people think about when you hear the word narcissist. Those with the looks, the money, the charm, the confidence, and those around them mistake their arrogance for confidence, their manipulation for charm. As the disorder is on a spectrum and as those who have the disorder are individuals, their personalities do differ, which is why researchers and psychologists have categorised them. A lot will compare the grandiose to those who are famous, which for some, yes, that's true. However, many famous people worked hard to get where they are. We just don't see what goes on behind the scenes. We don't see all the hard work they put in to get where they are. Some tell stories about their past and the things they've done to achieve what they've achieved, and they have put so much hard work into it. So there is famous people that didn't exploit others to get there, and now they are there. They help others. Often they were exploited, especially child stars. Yet, yes, there is some grandiose, narcissistic, famous people. A grandiose narcissist can just as easily be your neighbour, your boss, your parent, your friend, that incredible new partner you've just met telling you all about their fabulous holidays, yet not interested in listening to you. Most narcissist tactics are covertly hidden. The grandiose is more outrageous, more the overt narcissist, as they usually believe themselves to be special with their charm. They often lead those around them to agree. A grandiose, like other narcissists, believe they have the right to everything and they are self-entitled. They do believe they are special. They have a lack of empathy, think they are better than all those around them, and they believe they are better, they are superior to others. The grandiose versus the vulnerable. The grandiose prefers to play the hero, whereas the vulnerable often plays the victim. The grandiose is arrogant. The vulnerable can be shy. The grandiose is more apparent, more in your face. The vulnerable is often more quiet and more hidden. The loud versus quiet. All narcissists are manipulative. They can all have that admiration face where they put on the charm to seek the positive attention. Then they can have that envy face where they seek to destroy those they perceive to be doing better than them, or those that try to break free from them. They all try their best to hide who they truly are. They just have different ways of doing it. Some are more direct and more outrageous in the way they twist everything. Grandiose or overt, or as some like to say, obvious narcissism, most often have no self-awareness and are oblivious to the impact they have on those around them. They are the kind of people you'd actually want to take to a party, because when things are going their way, they will be the life and the soul at that party. They can be extremely fun to be around. I know a lot of narcissistic people will go all out to ruin special occasions, but this is usually if they're just not getting the attention they believe they deserve. A grandiose will put on a grand act for special occasions, and while ever they're getting the attention, they will be the life and the soul of that party. So signs of a grandiose narcissist: extremely self-centered, extremely stubborn, no respect for boundaries. They will play the victim when needed. They are manipulative. They tell countless lies. They are false. They exaggerate their achievements. They will manipulate anything, everything and everyone. They feel superior to others. They have a sense of entitlement. They have a very inflated ego. They dominate and exploit, lying and cheating their way to the top. They see others as an extension to themselves. They are incredibly dominant and charming, which draws people to them. They easily seduce others, and when their needs are no longer being met, they move quickly onto the devaluation and the discard phase. When their attempts to exploit others aren't successful, or their demands and self-entitlement are not being met, they have anger and rage, and they will destroy others that do not conform to their demands. They can be prone to boredom. They are extremely jealous of others and very egotistical. Overt narcissist is very grandiose, very in your face and very assertive. They can be impulsive and big risk takers. So the obviousness of the grandiose. Although they can act covertly, they are often overt, meaning they openly show themselves as to who they are, as they are oblivious to the effects of their behaviour they have on those around them. They usually have an army of enablers supporting their behaviour. They often have monetary items that help with their feelings of superiority. Demanding. They believe they are special, and as those around them often look up to them, either mistaking their arrogance for confidence, or through the narcissist future faking, living in the hope that the narcissist will deliver on those dreams, the narcissist's promises, and the grandiose will sometimes deliver, or through fear, as anyone who is perceived to criticise them will be devalued and discarded in the most horrific ways, often followed with mass smear campaigns. With the narcissist supply of flying monkeys, they have exaggerated beliefs of their own self-importance. They expect and can demand admiration. They don't want to wait in line. They want to skip to the front of the queue in anything that they do. They exploit others along the way. Pride. They often have the ego to match their arrogance. They will want to paint the perfect picture to the outside world of how well life is working out for them, and when it isn't, that of course will be someone else's fault, as they stick with their black to white cognitive distortions thinking. They often are oblivious to any overspending, which, if it's brought up, they'll blame it on a spouse or anyone they can pin the blame on. Fantasies of power and success. With their belief in the fact that they are special and entitled, they often have great fantasies of status, wealth and perfection, whatever that perfection is to the individual narcissist: career, home, looks, money, family, etc. However, they will often not want to work for it. They might work hard, but they will try and find the cheats way to exploit people to get there quicker. And they'll not be humble about it. Instead, they'll exaggerate all achievements and they'll control the conversation so that it's all about them, getting very bored if the discussion isn't about them, often finding some way to get the attention back onto them. Self-absorbed, as with fantasies of power and success and the fact that they love to talk about themselves and their exaggerated accomplishments. Even those who have achieved will often exaggerate. As I've said, there is no humbleness to them. Anything you can do, they will have done bigger and better. So many grandiose narcissists haven't actually achieved that much due to their fear of failure. If they were to fail, this would damage their fragile ego of who they pretend themselves to be. They will be jealous and envious of others' achievements. They'll often demean or belittle those around them who have achieved, with put-downs and criticism, to claiming others only have what they have due to help from those around them. And the narcissist will play the victim that they never got the support. Even the grandiose will play the victim if it meets a need of their own. If they can play on someone's empathy to exploit them, or if by playing the victim they can escape responsibility. Controlling. They will control those around them through triangulation, manipulation, coercive control. They will criticize, they will invalidate, they will even control through fear with their temper tantrums, pure anger, rage, hatred. So what can you do? First, learning it's not you. It's difficult, as most of us blame ourselves and walk on eggshells around these people, but we have to realise it did not start with us. It will not end with us. Those who have the disorder have a disorder. It is who they are. We did not cause it. Most people have suffered some form of trauma within their lives. They choose how they act. They choose not to get the help to learn how to manage their behaviour. We cannot change it. That is who they are. It's a hard enough job changing ourselves. We cannot change, nor should we try to change another. That's down to them. Although no one is entitled to abuse another, the responsibility is on them, not us. You cannot control it. No matter what anyone does, we are not here to control others, only ourselves. And trying to control ourselves to keep a narcissist happy, we lose who we are. It's just not worth it. You deserve better. All we can do is learn to control how we are around them if we cannot go no contact. If a narcissist cannot control their behaviour, how come they can change it when there could be consequences? Limited contact or grey rock or no contact. I cannot recommend no contact enough. It's not easy. It's a learning curve. However long time, it's so worth it. No contact isn't always possible, in which case limited contact and grey rock. Boundaries, learning your beliefs, your values, your dreams, your hopes for you, what you want from your life. Anything that doesn't fit your happiness. If the other person cannot compromise as you would with them, it's a no. Treat people how you want to be treated. It's great, but when they don't have the respect to treat you how you should be treated, with honesty, respect and loyalty, your no needs to mean no, and it's time to walk away, let them go, and you can go right into the path of creating your future happiness and your future dreams. There is no wrong way or right way to live your life with good intentions. There is only your way. I shall add in the description the video on no contact, walking on eggshells, video for more information on coercive control. I'll also add the video on the narcissist cognitive distortions to explain more on their thinking and why they think in the way they do. I'm just thinking what else I've mentioned in the video. So yeah, I'll add the video on how they all read from the same book to explain more information on that. The admiration face and the envious face to explain more on that. There'll also be links in the description to the online courses I have available. If anyone has any signs they've noticed in a grandiose narcissist, as there is a lot and I do miss things off these videos, so please add them into the comments for anybody else that's listening and reading through, because it is about supporting each other through. Any advice anyone has, also please add that into the comments, because we are all individuals and what works for one person doesn't always work for another, and it might just give someone that light bulb moment or that urge to try something new to see if it works for them. Thank you very much for listening. Bye.